Hey guys, it's Justine and I have my January wrap up for you today. I managed to read 15 books this month, so we'll get started. So the first book that I picked up was iZombie by Jo Michaels. I got this as an ARC and I really enjoyed this book. It's not really about zombies, it's about people who get a sickness that mimics being a zombie, but still it has a zombie apocalypse and all that good stuff until they figure out what's going on. So that's a really good read. You should pick it up if you like zombie-ish reads. And I picked up Pictures, Lies, and Promises by Tiffany Karamouche. This is a fourth book in the Alaskan Heart saga. I really love this series. Unfortunately, this was my least favorite book. It just was really short and I wanted more but less at the same time, if that makes any sense. But the series is still super good. It's about a girl and she has a kid and the baby daddy was abusive, so she runs away to Alaska and she meets two guys and there's a love triangle, and then she has a stalker and she almost dies and all this stuff happens and it's crazy. So it's really good. You should check that out. And the third book that I picked up was A Mad Wicked Folly by Sharon Biggs Waller. I received this ARC from Goodreads First Reads. This is historical fiction set about the 1900s. It's about this girl who just wants to go to art college and her parents just want to marry her off because girls don't get to go to school, they have to stay dumb. And it's like when it's really big in like feminist acts. And yeah, it's really good and I love the cover and everyone should read it. And then I read Veiled Shadows by Morgan Wiley. This is the second book in a series. This is a fantasy series and it's basically these people go on like an epic journey. I can't remember what they're trying to find, but it's pretty good for fantasy. Fantasy's not really my favorite thing, but it's pretty good. I had an ARC of Phoenix Island by John Dixon, so there's no cover. This was a new release as well. I don't know, it's like a contemporary sci-fi kind of ish book. It's like this kid who's gotten in trouble for fighting one too many times, so they ship him off to a boot camp, but it turns out to be more than a boot camp. And basically I would compare this book to Lord of the Flies, just modern day Lord of the Flies. It's really gory and kind of gruesome. So if you're into that, check it out. It's also what the new show Intelligence was based on. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but I plan to, just to see how they kind of compare it. I know it's just one single element that they pulled to make the show, but hopefully it's good and a lot less gory. Divergent by Veronica Roth. Insurgent by Veronica Roth. And Allegiant by Veronica Roth. This series to me is kind of meh. It wasn't the greatest, it wasn't the worst. Like, it was alright. The ending didn't bother me because I figured somebody had to go and it was just the luck of the draw that that's who it was, and I figured it didn't matter how it went, people probably would have been unhappy. It just didn't like grab me and hold me on, you know, like, or hold on to me. It was just, I could put it down and then it was like I had to fight to pick it back up because I wasn't as into it as I felt like I should have been. I felt like it was way more hyped than what it actually was. And then I picked up Family Pieces by Misa Rush. This is a really good new adult contemporary, kind of has like a mystery element to it and like a twist. It's about a girl and everyone in her family has a puzzle piece necklace and they should all intertwine, but when tragedy strikes, they find out that they don't all intertwine and then there's a mystery. And it's just a really good coming of age book, so if you like new adult, you should definitely pick this one up. It's really good. And then I picked up The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. It blew me away. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I was crying. I was laughing. I loved it. I can't wait for the movie now just to see. Hopefully it's close. I was kind of nervous because I read Looking for Alaska and I hated it, but this one just blew my mind, so I think everyone should read it because it's amazing. Then I picked up Cum Laude by Cicely von Ziegesar, the author of the Gossip Girl series. Didn't really like this book. It's like new adult, they're in college, but I found that all they did was like drink, do drugs, and party, and that's not my things, and it was kind of boring, so I didn't really like it. It's short though, so I finished it, but the cover is beautiful, and that's what drew me in, and just the story was bad. And then I picked up Witchstruck by Victoria Lamb because I freaking love this cover too. The story, meh, not so much. It's also historical fiction. Back when witches were prosecuted for being witches, and this has like Queen Elizabeth in it. Oh, it's in the 1500s, and the witch is her, like, this witch girl is her handmaiden, and kind of a bunch of stuff goes down. I just found this one really slow and boring as well, so I don't think I'll be picking up any more in the series just because I didn't enjoy this one. Then I picked up The Kill Order by James Dashner, and I was super excited because I love the Maze Runner series, and this one fell way short. Like, I think I gave it 2 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I just didn't like it. The only thing that had anything to do with the Maze Runner was the prologue and the epilogue, and it just didn't really make sense. Like, it didn't fit. I feel even as a standalone, it would have just been a mediocre read. Like, it was just boring and didn't really have anything to do with anything, and it just wasn't a good story. So I suggest if you like The Maze Runner, don't pick this one up because it'll ruin everything. And then I picked up Why We Broke Up by Daniel Handler, and this book literally weighs like 10 pounds to start with. I think it's because of all the artwork. That's kind of why I picked this book up, because I thought that the artwork would be really cool to read in the book, but to me it actually took away from the book because I found the artwork to be very, like, young, I guess. Let's see, like, that one's actually not that bad, but some of them I feel like it would have been better if it would have been like a real picture, because I feel just like the artwork was too young for the story, and I didn't find that the story was realistic, because who would have wrote a note this big to their ex explaining to them why they broke up with them? Nobody. That's crazy. And it was just, the girl was really weird. Like, she watched a bunch of old movies, which are all made up in the book by the author. So it was even weirder because you can't even relate because you don't even know what the movies are. Like, it was just really weird. Yeah, so I don't know. I could live without that book. The last book that I picked up in January was Marrying Missy by Sarah L.M. This was a really cute contemporary more adult. It's just about a girl who's going through separation and her friends getting married, and it was really cute. I really liked it. It was light, fluffy, easy to read, so if you're looking for that kind of read, definitely pick this one up. Yeah, that's all I have for you. I'm going to do a unboxing in a little bit here, and I'm not going to do a February TBR because I don't know what I'm going to read. I just fly by the seat of my pants, and I will see you guys later. Bye!